Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to explain and practically demonstrate throw keyword in Java. So let's get started. Using throw keyword, using throw keyword, we can explicitly, we can explicitly or manually throw exceptions. In Java programming, if you want to explicitly or manually throw some exceptions by yourself, if you want to manually or explicitly throw the exceptions, we have to use a keyword known as throw keyword. But what happens generally in Java programming? Generally, guys, Java will automatically, automatically or implicitly throw some exceptions. Based on some situations, Java will automatically or implicitly, implicitly or automatically throw some exceptions. Example are, for example, if I am writing a code where if I am trying to divide a number by zero in Java, okay, if I am trying to divide a number by zero in Java, Java will automatically throw an exception known as arithmetic exception. In this particular line, when you are trying to divide a number by zero, Java will automatically, that is implicitly or automatically, whatever you call, that is by default or by default, Java will automatically, implicitly or by default throw some exceptions. Okay, here in this case, Java will automatically, implicitly or by default will throw some exceptions like arithmetic. In this case, which kind of exception will be thrown by Java? On encountering this particular line in Java programming, Java will throw arithmetic exception, right? Arithmetic exception will be thrown automatically, not manually, guys. This arithmetic exception will be automatically thrown by Java. But, but you can also throw some exceptions explicitly or manually. Instead of automatically Java is throwing the exceptions, you can explicitly or manually throw some exceptions. For example, if age is less than 18, if age is less than 18, I want to throw an exception like this. Throw, using the throw keyword, new. Whenever I want in the program, I can throw. Instead of this kind of situation occur, so in these situations, Java will automatically throw the exceptions, right? In this kind of situations where you are trying to divide a number by zero, Java will automatically throw the exception. But in this case, if this condition is met, I want to throw an exception manually. I am deciding myself to throw an exception. Instead of Java deciding here, I am deciding in the Java programming that I want to throw an exception when this condition is met. When age is less than 18, I want to throw an exception like this. I want to throw an exception. Any type of exception I can throw, guys, okay? I can use this exception class. While I'm throwing the exception by myself, I can use exception class or the arithmetic exception class, any type of exception classes or exception or whatever I can use for. Here I'm creating the object of this exception or exception classes and throwing it with the help of throw keyword. Throw new exception. And here you can give the reason. Age less than 18. Generally, guys, Java will not automatically throw exception for this kind of condition. When age is less than 18, will Java automatically throw an exception? No, right? But here, if I want to throw an exception based on this condition, I can throw the exception manually or explicitly. Since the condition is met, I am deciding myself to throw an exception if this condition is met. Java is not deciding. But I am deciding to explicitly or manually throw an exception if this condition is met in my program. That's where we have to use throw keyword, case. That's where we have to use throw keyword. Okay, if you want to manually or explicitly throw an exception based on a particular condition or situation in your Java program as you like, as you want, instead of Java wanting, you want to throw an exception, then we have to use throw keyword. But but by default in Java, whenever some kind of situation occur, like you are trying to divide a number by zero, or you are trying to input some text when Java is expecting some number, okay, different type of exceptions will automatically will be thrown by Java. But here we are manually or explicitly throwing the exception based on our likes and interest in the Java programming or situations that occur in the Java programming. We are taking that kind of situations and deciding to throw the exceptions based on our needs. For that, we need throw keyword. Now let me demonstrate how to use a throw keyword practically to throw an exception. For that, I'll switch to this Eclipse ID. Here I'm going to create a new class. I'll just name this class as some random name with main method. Here, I'm going to create an object for the scanner class. Scanner is called new scanner. Like this, I'll create an object for the scanner class. So this is an example program. Hover the mouse on this and import this from java.detail package. And here, I'll be asking the user to enter your age. Like this, I'll ask the user. So that age will be generally in numerical format, right? So I'll write scanner dot next int like this. I'll store the age like this. Here, if I say int age is equal to, I'll write, okay? And after that, once the input is taken, there is no need of, scanner object anymore, right? I'll close the scanner object as part of the best practice so that the warning message will go and it's a best practice also. Now, I'm going to write a condition. If age is less than 18, if whatever the user, okay, when running the program, whatever the user while running the code will enter some age, right? If that particular age is less than 18, what I want to do, the age is less than 18, I would like to throw an exception. Throw new, throw new. You can give exception, arithmetic exception, whatever the type. Okay. If you want to give arithmetic exception, you can give, guys. Okay. You can create the object of exception class with whatever the exception class you like, guys. You can create an object for the whatever the exception class you like. It may be arithmetic exception or exception, whatever it may be. But here I'm taking the general one exception, and here I can put a message also. This is optional. Here I can simply create an object for the exception class and throw it. But this message is optional, guys. This message is optional. Okay. Throw new exception, and here I'm going to write age is less than 18. Age cannot be less than 18. Okay. Or age 18 is not allowed. Age less than 18. Since age is less than 18, age cannot be less than 18 for using this application or whatever it may be, I'm going to write. So else, else if the age is not less than 18, okay, welcome. Welcome to the application. Welcome to this application. Welcome to this application. Okay. Otherwise, I'm not allowing, I'm not showing the application here. Okay. So system.out.println, right? End of this program. Just simple words. I'm writing end of this program. Now, you see, the Java compiler is giving a, okay, just giving a compiler error suggesting that since we are directly creating an object for the exception class, Java compiler knows that some exception will come. It's asking you to ignore the exception. Okay, unhandled exception type is there. Okay, unhandled exception type exception is coming here. So if you want me to ignore this exception, add. Okay, if you want me to ignore this particular exception, that is like if you want me to stop giving you the compiler error message for this exception that is going to occur after you run the code, you just add this ignoration part, throws exception, like this you give. The moment you write this throws exception, this error will go off. Okay. Here using the throw keyword, we are manually or explicitly throwing an exception. Okay. We have created an exception using the new keyword. New keyword will create the object for the exception class, and we are giving this message in the constructor, and this object of this exception class will be thrown to the Java who is running this code if the age is less than 18. Based on the age, we are throwing this exception, and we are manually or explicitly throwing this particular exception with the help of the throw keyword. But since the Java compiler knows in advance that this particular statement will, stop the program from running because this is anyhow, okay, if the age is less than 18, we are going to get an exception. There's a possibility. So it is asking us to, since it is not handled, it is asking us to ignore the exception. Either you can ignore the exception or you can provide trackage blocks if you want. But I just write ignore, okay, so that the code will look good. So here I am manually or explicitly throwing an exception with the help of the throw keyword. That's what is the purpose. You see here throw and throws almost similar, but the usage is different, guys. In the interviews, they'll ask you what's the difference between throw and throws. Using the throw keyword, we can throw exceptions based on some conditions manually and explicitly. Based on some conditions in the program, I can throw the exceptions manually or explicitly. That's what throw is all about. What is throws then? Throws will ignore the, okay, throws will ignore the checked exceptions. Okay, whatever the errors that you are getting by using the checked exceptions in the Java programming, that will be ignored by the compiler by using this throws keyword. This throws keyword I already have covered in the previous sessions, right? So you should be able to explain the difference between throw and throws if any questions come in the interview, okay, to explain the difference between throw and throws, because the naming is different. Almost throw and throws are similar, right? But the concepts are completely different, guys. Okay, so that same concepts you have to explain in the interviews. Okay, how they are different and all. Now run this code, right click run as Java application. So if I run the code, enter your age is coming. For example, if I am entering the age as 30, okay, if I'm entering the age as 30, what will happen? 30 will go into the age, and since 30 is not less than 18, welcome to this application will be printed and end of this program will happen. Welcome to this application. Here exception has not come. Whatever the manually or explicitly I'm throwing the exception will only come or occur only when the age is less than 18. For example, if I'm running the code again, if I'm giving the age as 10, since 10 is less than 18, you see the exception is thrown. The exception is thrown. The reason for the exception is, you see, since you are creating the object for the exception class, here which exception we are getting? The same exception we are getting, same exception class we are getting here, because we are throwing the object of the exception class when this kind of situation occurs. And here the reason also is coming. Whatever the reason I gave here, age cannot be less than 18. The reason for this particular exception in this program is coming also. Here we are manually or explicitly throwing the exception. For that, the reason and the type of the exception that occurred in this program is coming in the output. Fine. And the program execution has stopped at this line itself, in the 15th line itself. From here, no code can. After this particular line where the exception has occurred, the execution has not continued because we have not handled the exception. We just ignored the exception, so exception will come. I'm okay with this kind of thing. Okay. Let the exception come if required. Fine then. So hope guys you understood how to use the throw keyword in Java programming. Okay. To manually or explicitly throw the exceptions based on some conditions or situations in the Java program. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.